Welcome, fellow teachers. I wanted to make a quick little video about how to use Canva to create handouts and materials for class. And this is something I've been meaning to post for a while. So this is one of the ways that I create books and booklets for my class, and I'm working on the one for foundations for next year. So what I'll do is I will go to Jupyter and I will find the next lesson in the list of whatever it might be, and I will copy the title or the topic, Control C, and I'll go back into Canva, and I will click Magic Write, and I will paste whatever that topic is, and then I'll click Generate, and it's going to come up with all of this stuff. Now, math is one of those things where there's not a whole lot of deviation. There's, this is what it is, right? It is what it is. So then I click Insert. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of read through to make sure that it looks good. Assuming that it all looks good, I will take the header. I will take that out, and I'm going to open up this designed header, which it generates for you sometimes. It doesn't generate it always. And I'm going to put dividing fractions. I'm going to paste that in there. And then I am going to save. I'm going to take this little note out. And this is kind of a lot of empty space. So I'm going to click here. And I'm going to make this a little bit smaller. I'm going to just bring this up. And I'm going to bring up this little graphic that makes it look more faded. And now I'm going to just shrink it up a little bit. I'm going to take that and just make it smaller so this looks more centered. It's just aesthetics, right? So I'm going to click Save. Now that becomes my new header. I have all this extra space, so I'm going to back it up. And then, assuming that I have read through and that I like everything this says, I'm going to take out the gobbledygook and put in, because it has all this latex in here, and I'm going to do my graphics, whatever graphics it is that I want to put in here. And then after that, I will come over here and click heading 2. I'm going to put in practice. This is practice 32. And I'm going to go back to Jupyter, and I'm going to click the print master. And these are all of the problems. So what I'll do is I will copy all of these questions, and there's multiple ways to do that. You could take screenshots, you could type it in, however you want to do that. So when I have fractions and symbols, I use LaTeX within Canvas. So what is the reciprocal of? I'm going to copy that. Copy. I'm going to go to Canva, and I'm going to go to my worksheet page. And this is a page where I just have various forms of LaTeX. I'm going to paste this text in here. What is the reciprocal of? And then I'm going to use this fraction. I'm going to go back and see what that fraction is. 4/7. So I'm going to double click this. I'm going to edit 4/7. I'm going to go ahead and put in my question mark and update that. So then I can just move this into its appropriate location. All of this can go away. What is the reciprocal of 4/7? And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and make my line here. So that's going to be underline. And then I'm going to do that over some horizontal space. And I want that to be about 1.5 centimeters. And I'm going to close that up and then close the whole thing up. And now it looks like that. Let me update it. Now you can see it gave me a blank out to the end. I want to shrink this up just a bit because it should not be, the question mark should not be that big. But now I have this question that I can take a screenshot of, and then I can drop it into this practice right here. So all you have to do now, this is an image, is align it to the left and adjust it to the size that's appropriate. So there's lots of different ways that you can put these things in. Let me get that the right size. I want it to be similar in size to the other text that's here. So I can do that for all of the questions that are coming up for practice 32 that are listed here. I'll just copy and paste. Some of these I might actually just screenshot it within Jupyter. You could also do that. I could say screenshot this, and then that will be something that I can drag into this document. You can see that's really easy to do. So all I have to do is then align it to the left. So you can see there's a lot of ways that you can add the problems from Jupyter into Canva. So it's not something that is one or the other. You can use both. And what I'm doing here is I'm creating a workbook so that students can do the homework in the workbook. And then they can, once they've calculated everything and got all their answers, then they can just open up Jupyter and type the answers in. It'll save them a little bit of time. It'll also help us with the way Jupyter will glitch sometimes. They can circle the problem they get wrong in their workbook and then go back and work on it, figure out what they did incorrectly, or bring it to class and tell us which one it is. And that'll give us some insight onto what's going on, either with that student or with the system itself. But anyway, I wanted to show you how easy that was to create some type of document using the AI within Canva for teaching, for the sake of either creating a book, creating a handout, creating a worksheet. There's lots of ways that you can do that. I'm going to go ahead and do another document. And I am going to, in this document, I'm going to click Magic Write, and I'm going to say create a addition worksheet, or create an addition worksheet. Generate, let's see what it does. So it's generating problems for me. I'm going to insert that. So now I have an addition worksheet. I've got all of these problems that were generated, and then there's an answer key that I can click in front of, and I can hit Control and Enter at the same time, and I can create a page break. So now I can just print this page to give the students and this page for me. So those are some really cool tools that are handy, that are inside of Canva for whatever it is that you need to do in your classroom. Maybe you have, let's do a biology or chemistry. Let's do chemistry. I think we're doing that next year. So let's do a Magic Write on oxygen. The element oxygen. Or let's just say gas elements. If I say gas elements, get it to generate something. It's going to make a handout that I can create. And then you can always dress it up by dropping in graphics. It gives you the noble gases, the halogen gases, other gaseous elements, properties of gas elements. Now you have a handout ready to give. You can use this for any subject whatsoever. Let's do one on idioms in English. So let's do idioms. Generate. And there you go. Understanding idioms, how to learn about them, what you can say about them. Break the ice, bite the bullet, hit the nail on the head. These are all things that we can use. These are tools we can use for our classroom. That's going to make writing or creating these materials a lot easier. You could even use this to create our own custom curriculum for just our students, depending on what topic you want to talk about each week. So that's just some tips and some tricks that will save you some time. Of course, with anything that is AI, you want to read through it and make sure that it is actually what you want it to say from the perspective that you want to say it, because AI gets things wrong sometimes. I have had it get math problems wrong sometimes. So you just want to make sure that you read through it and check it, but it's going to save you all of that time from having to write it it does it for you. And that's going to help us a lot, or help teachers a lot. So use it, don't use it, but it is there to save you some effort. And I just wanted y'all to be aware of how easy it is and how you can make the best use of your time. And that's all I've got. I'll see you in the next video.